Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm bringing you this tabletop review of a product I recently got in. It is the Ankle Medical Kit by LYNX Defense. So if you follow my channel, you'll know that I recently did a review of this ankle medical kit by Rescue Essentials, and we'll do a little comparison as we go along here. So first things first, a little bit about the company LYNX Defense. First of all, I want to say thank you to the folks over there at LYNX Defense for sending this over for our review and testing. So a little bit about the company. They're an American-based company that utilizes American workers, and they also source all their material that's used in construction of these from American companies. So everything you see is American-made. The thread, the elastic, everything, the Velcro is all made by American workers. So that's a plus compared to Rescue Essentials, that's all China-made. So that's one first comparison that I'll give you. They'll send you, or at least they sent me, this nice little sticker, some information with the kit and so forth, but I want to thank those folks for sending that out. So let's take a look at the kit itself and kind of what's going on here with it. Let me say first off, I can feel quality, and what I mean by that is I can just feel a difference between this kit and this kit back here. The LYNX Defense just feels like it's much more better made, if you will. The materials feel better quality, things like that. So that's the first thing I noticed when I got it out of the box and I was kind of looking at it and loading up with my gear and things. So I just noticed how good a quality it felt. So what you got going on this thing is you have two elastic pockets that are open at the top. They do have they do have elastic closures at the bottom also, so stuff don't fall out. Moving over a little bit here, you have a Velcro closure pocket that has a Velcro panel obviously on both sides, has their logo here, and it has a pull tab for it. This entire pocket is made of elastic, so what that does is when you need your product out of the pocket, if you pull up, it actually shoves your stuff up so a little bit out of the pocket, it's easy to grab. Okay, on this side here, you've got another pocket identical in size, except instead of the logo, it actually has a Velcro panel right here, which I really like in comparison to this. This one only has two elastic, one pocket, and then some molly. I wasn't real sure what to do about the molly thing. I didn't know what to do with it. So the good thing about this, you have a whole nother pocket over here with the Velcro that now, because of this Velcro panels here, I can actually add my blood type patch right there. Perfect place for it. Be awesome to have it there. And so that's one of the things I do love about this one, is it does have that. Okay, on the back side here, this right here in comparison to this one has some kind of, like, I don't know, it's like velour or suede or something, and I guess it does okay for its purpose, but this one actually has a rubberized type vinyl that is kind of grippy. So once you get it on your ankle, it will not shift around and slide around. And what happens is, if you wanted it to kind of lock down on your ankle so it didn't slide around, you'd have to tighten it pretty tight with Velcro. But this one I can actually not keep quite as tight because it does have this grippy stuff that holds it to my sock a lot better, my leg. So that's just a little different comparison with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in mine. So before, I had everything in it and took everything out. This time I thought I'd show you how I load mine up, and we'll do that now. So in this pocket here, I am going to put two of these petroleum gauze. These petroleum gauze I talked about in the other video is good to make chest seals out of to stop a sucking chest wound. So if you watch my other video, I also mentioned that they make dedicated chest seals. These are much more compact. They're a lot cheaper, and I can now carry two of them for a total of four entry and exit wounds. So if you have two entry wounds, two exit wounds, I can now do that with these. Typically, your dedicated chest seals only come in a 2-pack, and they're pretty bulky, to be honest with you. So I like this a little better. That just makes it a little more compact. So I'm going to stick those in there like that. Then in that same pocket, because it coincides with the chest seals, is duct tape. It's on a credit card, compact in size. It will fit right in that pocket, and this right here is multi-purpose, and you can use it for a lot of different things. So we're going to put that in there like that. This next pocket over, this right here is a 15-gram packet of Celox, which is anticoagulant granules, and these right here is a hemostatic agent. So this right here will stop bleeding, and we'll stick that right in there like that. Then in that same pocket, I'm going to put this decompression needle. Now, if you're not comfortable with even carrying a decompression needle, I get it. This, when you start poking this in people's chests that are suffering from tension pneumothorax, you have to be a little careful, obviously, and it takes some specialized training. So if you don't want to carry it, I get that, but I do have it in mine, and it will fit right here in this pocket. I've already loaded this, wore it around for a little while just to kind of test it out and see if I liked it. I've been wearing the other ankle kit for a better part of 2 weeks now, so I do like the idea of wearing one. So in this pocket here, I've got TK4 tourniquets. I've got 2 of them. If you watch my other video, I mentioned I like having 2 tourniquets for various reasons. You can go back and watch that other video if you like, but it's pretty self-explanatory. If you've got multiple gunshot wounds, if you've got double amputations, things like that, 2 of these is obviously better than 1. 2 of anything is always better than 1 usually. So they can get all the air out of this the best you can. I poked a little hole in mine. That way it makes it easier to get compact. Take and fold all your paper over like that. And it's easier sometimes because you're going against this right here pulling up. If you turn it over, so it won't flow up like that. Fold that in. Alright, so in this same pocket I have 2 pair of black nitrile gloves, and I just bagged them in some bags that I keep around the house. Same thing, you'll compact it down, take all the air out of it, get it as flat and as compact as you can get it. Come in here and stuff it in that pocket, just like that. Take this Velcro closure, close that up just like that. So this pocket here, this right here is an emergency blanket. It helps people from going into shock. So this right here is also against hypothermia and stuff like that, but it's basically to reduce shock. And a lot of people, obviously, when they're in a major trauma, whether it be a car injury, bombing, gunshot wound, there's a good chance of shock. So stick that in there, fits great. I'm also going to put these compressed gauze in there. This is a nice compact package. I'm going to stick these right in there. And then last but not least, I'm going to put the nasopharyngeal tube that actually has the lube on the package. I just taped it on there to make sure we had that included in this. I took this packaging, made it as compact as possible. I folded it over, taped it on the back so it didn't come up, taped this to there to make it compact. Come in here like this, push it all the way down as far as you can get it. And you're going to have to fold this over just a little bit to make it work, just because of the length. There's no way around it. So there you go. And I will give you a ankle shot to kind of give you an idea of what that's going to look like. So let's take a look here. So what you're going to do is I take and pull my sock up just like that. Make sure it's nice and up. Take this, fold this part over first. Roll it around till the Velcro's nice and tight. Then I just basically move it around. So I don't want any bulk in the front because it's going to print easier. So I move everything kind of around. Now if you look, give you a comparison there. Don't really see anything. I can tell it's there, but if somebody's not really paying attention, you know, it's just not really showing a whole lot. So, just kind of wanted to show you a little bit about that, what it looks like on the ankle. So, in comparison, price comparison, believe it or not, this just goes to show you that Americans can compete with foreign companies because this right here, as of today, is actually a few dollars cheaper than the Rescue Essentials that's made in China. So imagine that. So we can compete on a global level with Chinese workers. It's not, it's a few bucks, it ain't a whole lot, but both these products are under $30 to buy them. So that's with none of the contents, that's just buying the actual ankle holster kit setup itself. But that goes to show you guys, American companies can compete and put out some great products, comparable pricing. In this case, it's actually a little bit cheaper. And you know, this right here is going to be my go-to kit. If just after wearing the other one and then wearing this one a little while today and getting a little comparison and what all I can put in this and how compact and neat and everything the setup is, and I don't feel like I'm going to lose anything, this one is the one I'm going to recommend going forward now that I've done a true comparison of the two. Now, the only challenge that I had with this one that I'm going to fix myself is I wanted to be able to mount this. If you remember, on this kit, and that was one of the things I did figure out I could use the MOLLE for, was to mount this on there. So, like many guys that have been wearing different kits and stuff for work and things like that, usually you make adjustments to your kit. You'll add something, take something away, sew something, fix something. So what I'm going to do is make it real simple and easy to hang this. I could easily just use this as a keychain, and the only reason I don't is because I just don't like bulk in a keychain in my pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take fishing line, and I'm actually going to sew it right here. Is all I'm going to do. I'm going to sew that portion onto there, and then I can obviously unclip it. And I'm just going to take fishing line and a heavy-duty needle, and I'm just going to sew it right there. If you didn't want to do that, this right here could actually be pushed into one of these pockets. I kind of like it open and exposed, but I could easily figure a way to put it in one of these pockets, no doubt about it. Especially this one on the end, it's still got a little room to it. If I wanted to stick that down in there, I could, but I am going to actually just probably sew it right there, to be honest with you. But anyway, guys, if you're looking for an awesome kit to be able to house a true IFAK for emergencies of, you know, grand scale of trauma, this right here is the way to go, in my opinion. You can have it on you all the time and be able to have it at a moment's notice for yourself or one of your loved ones or a fellow citizen. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. I want to thank LYNX Defense for sending this out. That's greatly appreciated. And 2 thumbs up for me as far as their quality and what they did in this kit. I just really like it. But again, I want to say thank you to those folks. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. That's down there in that corner. Also down there in that corner is the share button. That helps us get the word out about Guns and Gear Network, what we're doing over here with the channel. It also helps us get the word out, more importantly, about these great companies like LYNX Defense that sends these out, these type products for us to look at and review and tell you guys about. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Bring another video shortly. Have a great day.